And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue again on this Tuesday, January the 17th. Thanks for being with us on an old rainy, kind of a rainy, cold Tuesday, but no snow, no ice, no winter storm warnings. It's all good. All that's not here. Whenever it's at, but it's not around here. We'll take that. Very much so. We say good morning. We're live at Phil's Dream Pit. We're going to be joined by, coming up, Lucas Andrews, the head basketball coach of the fourth-ranked Lady Cyclones, playing tonight at Tennessee High. We'll talk more about that coming up as the show unfolds. He'll join us. Also, Ned Smith, head basketball coach of the Hampton Bulldogs. They're ranked in the state this week. They're number 5 in single A. So Coach Smith will join us, and in between that, we'll be joined by Hank Brown from We Run Events. That plus Brandon's going to be here from Phil's Dream Pit. Brian's going to be here from Phil's Dream Pit. Got a lot of college basketball. The polls are out. We've got the high school polls out this week. Tell you who's doing what around the state of Tennessee, both boys and girls. The top 25 college basketball polls are out this week. Another busy night for top 25 men's basketball here in this great country. So all that and a whole lot more. Plus, of course, talking about last night's beatdown. The Cowboys beat down the Bucs and the Buccaneers, and Tom Brady, who probably, for all intents and purposes, from everything you can read and hear, has played his last game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Don't know that, but that's what it would look like from my vantage point. So, and I think a lot of folks would agree that he is getting ready to make a move. And as we said earlier in the week, it may be heading off to, you never know, he may be heading off to the Raiders. They want to open up the checkbook and give him a lot of money. So who's to say? We'll talk all about that and more. Thanks for being with us. Let's get it started as we always do here. The Kingdom Airs out of Dollywood with the national anthem here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
1, 2. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. The polls are out. High school basketball polls are out for this week. Let's take a look, first off, on the boys' side, how things are going and who is where and who's doing what. New number 1 in Class 4A boys basketball, William Blunt, the Governors from East Tennessee at number 1 of the state. Then comes Bartlett, Germantown, Independence, Hillsboro, Memphis East, Hardin Valley, Gallatin, Cleveland, and Whitehaven are the top 10 of the state in boys basketball this week in 4A. In 3A, Livingston Academy number 1. They were number 1 last week. They stay that way. They're 17-0. Crockett County, Haywood County, Lawrence County, Stone Memorial top 5 in 3A. Then you have Melrose, Knox Fulton, Obion County, Fayetteware, and tonight's opponent for the Cyclones, Tennessee High at number 10 in the state. They were 9th last week. They fall to number 10 this week with that loss, so they are still top 10 of the state. So the Cyclones play the number 10 ranked Tennessee High Vikings tonight. And 2A basketball, number 1 is East Nashville for the boys. Fairview number 2. Chucky Doak, the Black Knights, all the way up to number 3. They jump up a notch. That's awesome. So they're number 3 in the state in 2A basketball, which is awesome. So put that down. Chucky Doak, number 3. We'll run down who's playing where coming up here in a minute. Then you have Milan, Douglas, Kingston, Cascade, Gatlinburg, Pittman. Currently, they are currently 8th in the state. Cheatham County 9th, and Tyner Academy and Power Center High School are tied for 10th in 2A boys basketball. Then you go to 1A. For the gentlemen, Middleton number 1, Clay County number 2, Richland number 3. Those all three stay the same from last week, 1, 2, and 3. East Robertson number 4. The Hampton Bulldogs drop a notch down to number 5 in the state, but still ranked in the state. Hampton at number 5, Eagleville number 6, Gordonsville number 7, McKenzie number 8. North Green will come in at number 9 in the state and boys 1A basketball. And rounding out the top 10 will be Pickett County. So on the boys' side, in 3A, Tennessee High at number 10. In 2A, Chucky Doak ranked number 3 in the state. In single A, Hampton number 5 and North Green at number 9. That's the boys' polls for this week. Again, across the great state of Tennessee. Now let's go to the girls' poll. And let's see what they've got for those ladies. Let's see if we can find it here. We had it a few minutes ago. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this. Pull it up. Let's see here. We had it real quick there a few minutes ago. Let's go back to this. Because the girls, there we go. Hit this right here. Tennessee girls prep polls. There we go. All right. Number 1 of the state in girls basketball in 4A, the Lady Bulldogs of Knox Bearden. Then comes Bradley Central, Coffee County, Blackman, Heritage, Cookeville, number 6. Stewart's Creek, number 7. Rockville, number 8. Arlington, number 9. And Gallatin rounds out the top 10. In 3A basketball, it looks like this. Jackson Southside, number 1. Upperman, the defending state champion, number 2. Creekwood, number 3. The Elizabethton Lady Cyclones at number 4 in the state this week. Number 5, White County, number 6. Livingston, Greenville in at number 7 in the state, the Lady Green Devils. Dyer County, 8th. Cumberland County, 9th. And Crockett County rounds out the top 10. That's in 3A. In 2A basketball, you have no one from our area, but Westview's number 1, York Institute number 2, Alcoa, Gibson County, Huntington, and Gatlinburg Pittman. That'll be 1 through 6. 7th this week in the state in girls basketball, Summertown, Cheatham County. Well, it'd be at 8, and McMinn Central is at number 9 in the state in 2A basketball. In single A, it goes like this. Wayne County at number 1, the Hampton Lady Bulldogs, highest ranked team in the area. Hampton in at number 2 in the state in girls 1A basketball. They're 16-0. McKenzie, Clark Range, Clay County, Dresden, Richland, Pickett County, Houston County, and McEwen are all the teams there. So from our region, girls basketball 3A, Elizabeth number 4, Greenville number 7. In single A basketball, Hampton the Lady Bulldogs, and single A basketball number 2 in the state. On the boys' side from our region, in 3A, Tennessee High at number 10. In 2A, Chucky Doak at number 3. And in single A boys basketball, Hampton at number 5 and North Green at number 9. So good representation. Always want more, but we'll take what we can get, and that's a good start for this week of high school basketball. Who's playing where tonight? It's a busy, busy night for hoops. Let's run them down for you in no particular order. Crockett will be at Dobbins Minute. Westridge plays at Science Hill tonight. Daniel Boone at Morristown East. Volunteer at Sullivan East. West Green at Johnson County. Hampton will play on Warriors Hill at Happy Valley tonight, and South Green will be at Chucky Doak. We'll talk to Coach Smith coming up later in the show. That's all guys and girls in the area. All those are doubleheaders. We're at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. So in the Big 5 standings right now, your top 2 are Dobbins, Minute, and Crockett at 2-0. In the Upper Lakes Conference, you have Unicoi County 2-1. Then you have Tennessee High, Volunteer, and Sullivan East all at 1-1. Cyclones are 1-2 in the conference right now. In the Three Rivers Conference, your top 2 teams, Chucky Doak and South Green, both undefeated. In the Watauga Valley Conference, the Hampton Bulldogs at 3-0 and North Green at 2-1. That's your top 2 teams there. In the girls' basketball standings in the conference is Big 5, Daniel Boone and Westridge. Daniel Boone 3-0, Westridge at 2-1. We'll see Westridge Friday night for homecoming at our place for Elizabethton. Upper Lakes Conference, Elizabethton 3-0, Tennessee High 2-0. Those two will square off tonight. Again, at 6:30 at Viking Hall. And the Three Rivers Conference, your top 2 teams, South Green and the Lady Black Knights at Chucky Doak. South Green at 3-0, Chucky Doak's girls at 2-0. Then in the Watauga Valley Conference, Hampton and Cloudland both undefeated at 3-0 each. Right now, again, in girls high school basketball in the Watauga Valley Conference. So that's what you've got. It's a busy, busy time. It's an exciting time. And, again, good representation by the local teams across the state of Tennessee in the statewide polls. We are live here again at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue, and let's bring him in. Let's let him talk a little bit. That'd be our buddy, That'd be Mr. Brian Pipkin. He is here, And he is about to tell us right here what's going on here at Phil's Dream Pit. So, as the late John Ward would say, it's football time in Tennessee. One of our great sponsors, of course, Phil's Dream Pit. And Dream Packs, tailgating on a Friday night, Saturday football game, even on Sunday watching the pros. The Dream Packs can really help you out. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we can do Dream Packs one of two ways. We can do them hot or we can do them cold. So if you want to have some of those for the NFL party, we can set you up with a cold, give you a really good instruction for heating it, making sure it's nice and fresh when you eat it. If you're talking college football, just come by the restaurant. We've got you ready to go. Dream Packs are going to include your meat. They're going to include 3 of our sides, and they're going to include your barbecue sauce and your bun. So if you take a pulled pork, for example, you're going to get a pound of pork for that for 4. If you do one for 4 people, you're going to get a pint of 3 of our sides. So you can do coleslaw, potato salad, beans are probably the most popular of those 3. You can also do macaroni salad, macaroni and cheese if you got kids eating. We got a really good mac and cheese we worked hard on over the year to get one that was decent, because we went through some that weren't very good. So we're pretty happy with it as well. It's an exciting time here, and one thing I liked to do a lot last year, and late into the middle of the second quarter of a game, we go, call us now, put your order online, just tell us you want a halftime pickup, and we'll have it ready at halftime, because we always got them on the TV up here. We know exactly what's going on when the Vols are playing.
There you go. So Dream Packs, they feed them in increments of 4. Again, they're available here again at Phil's Dream Pit, Interstate 26, exit of Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26, 349-6437. Social media, how do we find you?
Social media, we're on Facebook. You can also order online at philsdreampit.com. And brand new thing we're doing, just started today. If you're within 15 miles of the restaurant, we are doing Grubhub deliveries as well. So
that's awesome.
We'll
Hours are open? Hours are open?
11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, closed on Sunday, the Lord's Day, and we're closed on Monday to give our employees 2 days off like everybody else. Part of the reason we're full staff. We try to treat them well.
There you go. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, it is Phil's Dream Pit. Again, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Again, a proud sponsor here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Let's do the verse of the day. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross today. Certainly no different. No days are different. We'll do it every day we're out here doing this show. Joshua 1:9 says, Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Those are orders. Have I not commanded you? It's a command from God himself. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Whew. Man, that is strong. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9 out of the Old Testament. Great verse here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. All right, let's take a look at top 25 college basketball. The new polls are out. Number 1 team in the country stays the same. Houston and Kansas, as a matter of fact, stay 1 and 2 in the polls, remaining firmly atop the Associated Press men's college basketball poll. 11 teams over the weekend went down on Saturday, tying a record stood for nearly 12 years. UConn and Marquette also losing Sunday to get the AP poll, one of its biggest shakeups in recent history. 11 teams lost. So here it is: Houston, Kansas, Purdue, Alabama, UCLA, the top 5 in men's college basketball. Then comes Gonzaga, Texas, Xavier, Tennessee dropping down to number 9 this week. They'll play at Mississippi State tonight. More about that in a moment. And Virginia rounds out the top 10. Then comes Arizona, Iowa State, Kansas State, TCU 14th, UConn 15th. Auburn goes to number 16. Miami 17th, College of Charleston in at number 18, Clemson at 19. Then rounding out the top 25, you go Marquette, Baylor, Providence, Rutgers, Florida Atlantic, first time in school history they're in, and the Arkansas Razorbacks. So Alabama remains number 4. UCLA riding a 13-game winning streak, climbed 2 spots to round out the top 5. So again, it's Houston, Kansas, Purdue, Alabama, and UCLA. Men's top 25 college basketball. Clemson debuted at number 19 after Coach Brad Brownell picked up his 400th victory, and the Tigers improved on the best start in ACC play in school history with 7-0 as they beat Duke on Saturday. So Clemson's in there, as we said, at number 19 in the country. Who's playing where and who played last night? Last night, top 25 college basketball looks like this. Purdue, third-ranked Boilermakers. They still, Purdue, I want to make sure they jived up, and they do. College of Charleston, 18. Okay, these jive. Purdue, third-ranked in the country, beat Michigan State by 1, 64-63. 18th-ranked College of Charleston, a 28-point blowout over William & Mary. 24th-ranked Florida Atlantic beat Western Kentucky by 14. And 17th-ranked Miami. The Hurricanes with a 4-point win over Syracuse in men's top 25 college basketball. Who plays tonight? Busy night in the hoops. You have top-ranked Houston will be at Tulane. Number 2, Kansas will travel to 13th-ranked Kansas State. Good old-fashioned backyard rivalry between the two teams in Kansas. 9th-ranked Tennessee will take it on the road to Mississippi State, who is 7-0. They've not lost. 7-1 at Mississippi State at home. So the Humphrey Coliseum could be trouble tonight for Tennessee. They'll play that one at 7 o'clock. 7th-ranked Texas will be at number 12 Iowa State in a game of ranked teams. Number 4 Alabama at Vanderbilt. 21st-ranked Baylor. The Bears will be in Texas Tech to battle the Red Raiders. And 19th-ranked Clemson, we talked about, traveling to Wake Forest to battle the Demon Deacons. So ranked games, number 2 Kansas at number 13 Kansas State. Number 7 Texas and number 12 Iowa State in men's top 25 college basketball. And top-ranked Houston will play in Tulane against the Green Wave. So that's what's going on there in college basketball. And then you look at Ian Jackson, the number 2 ranked men's basketball prospect in the country, announcing his commitment to North Carolina on Monday. Big win for Hubert Davis and the Tar Heels. Jackson chose Carolina over Kentucky and Arkansas and LSU and Oregon. So he says he likes the family atmosphere and he loves Hubert Davis. So there you go. Ian Jackson, the number 2 prospect in the country, says he'll play basketball for the North Carolina Tar Heels. 6'5" wingman from Cardinal Hayes High School in New York. And so he is going to be now a North Carolina Tar Heel. So, of course, everybody in Chapel Hill went bananas on that announcement. That's a huge pickup for the Tar Heels going forward to pick up the number 2 prospect in the country. And Ian Jackson will be a North Carolina Tar Heel. We are on the road live, as we are. We'll take a break, come right back. We will talk about the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Cowboys put it to them last night. Dak Prescott was supposed to step up, give him a big game. He did, producing big time. 5-touchdown night for Prescott. We'll take a look at it right after this timeout. We're live here again at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue on the Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Brian Pipkin joins us next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So what's going on right now at Ivy Hall Nursing Home?
Ivy Hall, we are accepting short-term and long-term residents. We definitely specialize in our short-term. We're very proud of our rehab department, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, respiratory therapy. We want you to come. If you want, a couple weeks of rehab, we'll be happy to help you and get you back home. We'd love to have any long-term residents. If you need our services, we're here. We just want to be just to serve our community the best we can.
Why Ivy Hall Nursing Home? There's a lot of them out there. Why do you feel like you guys are the best?
Well, we just feel like that at Ivy Hall, it's a family-run business. My mom is the owner. Myself and my sister, we both work there. We just feel like you're going to get more personal touch at Ivy Hall. If you want to talk to the owner or administrator, call, ask for Judy. We just want to provide the personal touch.
And they do. Social media, how do we find you?
Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook or ivyhallnursinghome.com if you'd like to apply for a job. We're hiring CNAs, LPNs, RNs, housekeeping, whatever. You can go on there and fill out an application, and somebody will get in touch with you.
One of our great sponsors here, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, our buddy Joseph Taylor right there, as you see, with Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
Need help finding that perfect gift? Jewelers Bench provides the highest quality jewelry at incredible prices, providing unique jewelry for all occasions. With our own jeweler in-house, we offer custom-made pieces, as well as general maintenance and repair services. Whether you're shopping for yourself or someone special, we can help make your holidays sparkle. Always remember, you get more for your money at the Jewelers Bench.
From our family to yours, we would like to thank you for supporting our business for over 20 years.
And as always, we wish you a
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the Agriculture Department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by. Be the owner. Hello,
Good
Mr. Pipkin.
morning, Tom. How are you today?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you?
I am fantastic. We're rolling here.
You know what? Hang on a minute. Guess what I didn't do?
I'm not on.
No, you're on. It would just help if I plugged you in. Welcome to my world. Watch out. This will be amazing. They'll be able to hear you loud and clear.
All right, I'm back.
Wow, look at that. When you just plug the microphone in, it works wonders every time, Tom. There you go.
Absolutely.
Let's start it again. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm good, Tom. How are you today?
Welcome to my world. That's how we roll. So I'm doing good. Cowboys and Bucks last night. What'd you think?
Wow. I had to do a little shopping with my wife, and I'm really looking forward to that game. And I came back in, and I turned the TV on. It was 12-0, and I thought, well, we'll just wait for some of that Tom Brady magic. And then it was, there was nothing exciting about that game except all the missed extra points. That's about the only thing you can say is that, I mean, it just, it goes to show you got to have the whole package in the NFL.
Yeah.
You can, you look at what the Patriots are with Bill Belichick without Tom Brady, but they've not been very good since he left, and vice versa. When it doesn't appear that it appears part of the secret to Tampa Bay's success with Bruce Arians, because with him gone, they don't look very good, and they've got essentially the same team they've had they've kept them together, and you would have expected them to be a lot better. Dallas looked good though. I mean, they're throwing the ball to that tight end. It looks like Witten's back there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I watched that. I
Boy,
thought, wow.
Schultz made some incredible catches just in the little bit that I watched the game before I got tired of it and decided I'd rather go to bed. But I thought they were impressive. I'm not a Dallas fan, but they certainly looked good last night.
Brady was 35 of 66. That guy threw 66 passes last night. That's incredible. And, he looks like he's lost an edge. And, the guy's 45, 46 years old. That's pretty long in a tooth by NFL standards. So I'm going to guess he's not going to be there next year. And, of course, the Raiders are talking about open up a checkbook, bringing him out there to Vegas. And I don't think that's the total solution to their problem, I can tell you. But I just don't think Brady's going to go back to Tampa Bay. What do you think?
I think he's headed to Miami.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do.
Warm weather?
They said Miami was tampering trying to get him to begin with. So, and they really are a team that looks like they're a quarterback away. I really hate all the things that have happened to Tua, but I don't. He's not proven himself to be the NFL quarterback that's worth taking a risk on with all the concussions, all the problems. You think back to Denver signing a Peyton Manning after all the neck issues. Well, he's Peyton Manning. This guy's a guy that at the beginning of the season people were saying, is he the guy? We're not sure he is to begin with. And then with all the injury problems, I don't know that he's going to find a real soft landing spot. He may be his backup, the Teddy Bridgewater of the future, the guy that just never gets over the injuries and bounces around from team to team as a low-level starter, high-level backup for the rest of his career. That's what I'm seeing. I hope I'm wrong. I think from everything I can tell, he's a really good individual and a good Christian man, but I don't see him as a quarterback in the NFL with all the injury issues. I just don't think he's been good enough in his first few years to overcome that. He's certainly not been Joe Burrow.
Lamar Jackson, ankle sprain, didn't even show up for the game, and he stayed home. I just don't get that. I mean, if I was his teammates, I'd be livid. And some of them are siding with him, but the guy stays home. Now, he could have been in street clothes on the sideline. He had an ankle sprain. It's not like he's in a wheelchair or anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I think that tells you everything you need to know. Maybe he's the
Yeah.
guy that's headed out to Los Angeles
I don't
or
get it.
Las Vegas. Because I don't
Hope
think
not.
I don't think he's headed back to Baltimore.
I hope not. Hope he's not going to be a Raider.
And you know
So,
they really they showed something on ESPN the other night that I thought was rather interesting. I didn't realize it, but the Ravens have been known to poach their talent for draft picks, and they're saying Lamar should command probably 2 first-rounders. So I think he's long gone.
Yeah.
If he brings 2 first-rounders, Baltimore can't kick him out the door fast enough.
well, but still yet, he's on my payroll. He should have been there. I mean, if he's still a Raven until further notice, he should have been there supporting his team,
Oh,
in my opinion.
I
So,
agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can say Tampa Bay looked bad, but Baltimore just looked terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't do
Anything right.
anything.
No.
It's funny you said that because I thought about the games we were watching, and you watch San Diego, a team that's clearly better, barely beat Miami. With a backup quarterback, well, really a third-string
quarterback.
Third-string quarterback.
Skylar Thompson. Yeah.
You watch Tampa can't do anything against Dallas. Baltimore, they look terrible, and you're sitting here thinking, that patchwork Josh Dobbs Titans team with Derrick Henry and a decent college offensive line looked better than most of these playoff teams did last week. I didn't think Jacksonville looked all that great in the win. Trevor Lawrence throwing 4 interceptions in the first half. It was an exciting game. I happened to tune into that one before the second half and watched the first drive and thought, well, if they don't do anything here, I'm going to turn this one off too. And then watched Trevor Lawrence score, and then watched him score again, and watched him score again today. That's a pretty exciting game. But yeah, they didn't look very good either. I don't think they're going very far.
Here's the playoffs. Jacksonville, Kansas City. Just told me what I was going to ask you. You're going to take the Chiefs, obviously. Cincinnati goes to Buffalo. You like the Bills or the Bengals in Buffalo?
Last week I probably would have told you the Bills, but this week I got to say the Bengals.
Yeah.
I mean, it just that game against Miami.
I watched
Those
that
guys
one.
just were not ready to play.
No.
They're lucky to squeak by with the win. Probably a better team, but I look a lot at trending and momentum, and it looks like all the momentum with Cincinnati, and that it's just dying with Buffalo right now.
Yeah.
So, we all were thinking at the beginning of the season we want to see a rematch of that Chiefs-Bills game from last year, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think I'll take Cincy on that one.
Giants go to Philadelphia in the NFC, rematch in the NFC East. I've got 3 teams in the NFC East in the playoffs. You like the Giants or Philly and Philly?
I think Philly's going to do to them what Dallas did to Tampa last night.
There you go.
I don't think that's going to be much of a game either.
Cowboys go to San Francisco.
That might be a game. We'll see. Is Brock Purdy the real deal? That's the question you got to ask there. He's shown so far he appears to be, but if he plays the way he's playing, San Francisco should win this in a cakewalk. I think even as good as Dallas is, I think San Francisco's clearly the more talented team when you look at Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and they got an amazing defense too. So, they're
If you're the Cowboys, how do you fix your kicking woes? Because you got them. The guy missed 4 pats, and he's going to run him out there. What was last night? He was going to do the field goal, decided not to because he'd missed all those pats. So Mayer is the guy we're talking about who missed 4 in a pro football game. That's really usually gets you a ticket out of town. But
yeah, I would think so. I mean,
can you make a change at this point in the playoffs with your roster?
it's a kicker. I mean, they're essentially plug and play. I mean, there's nothing. There's no. I'm not knocking kickers. I'm really not.
I know that.
There's nothing special about your scheme or anything that
No.
you have to go in and learn a playbook. They go line up here and
Kick it.
They pretty much all kick the same way. It's not like this guy's straight on
That's
and
a
this
good
guy's
point.
a soccer style kicker anymore.
Put it on the tee and kick it. There's no other plays.
I think it depends on their level of confidence in the guy.
Yeah.
Do they think he had a bad game? I don't know who else is out there. I think that's what you have to look at. I'm not by any means an expert of kickers, especially free agent ones that are available right now. But do you grab a Rodrigo Blankenship that wasn't good enough to make Indianapolis and staff and see if after a year of not kicking he's the answer? I don't know.
I don't either.
That's the guy that comes to mind. That's probably what I would consider the best unemployed kicker. Or do you go grab somebody out of retirement? I mean, it's Martin Gramatica, 55. Is he still kicking now? Or I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what you do. I know that you're going to have a hard time winning games going forward, missing 4 and 5 extra points. I mean, just giving a team basically 2 field goals.
There you go. Well, it's going to come down to, this, being a football guy, the big games always come down to the kicking game. And Dallas was just lucky enough to dodge a bullet having a guy miss 4-point after attempt. So, look at the Ohio State-Georgia game. Came down to that missed field goal, and that decided Ohio State getting eliminated. So,
I saw where the kicker said, "We beat them all night long, and I gave them the game." He literally said, "We whipped." The Ohio State kicker said, "We whipped them, and it's my fault that we're not national champions."
I saw some people up there, made death threats on this guy back when the week after the game. I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me.
I like responsibility, but I'm not sure that's almost I lost, but I'm still cocky type of thing when you say we beat them all night and I gave them the game.
A little arrogance there. Tennessee basketball losing Saturday on the road tonight at Mississippi State, where they are 7-0 or 7-1. Got to double check the article, but the Big Orange head that way tonight. Let's see. Mississippi State is 7-1 at home, so the only loss has been Alabama. What do you think?
I think that Alabama and Tennessee are probably 2 of the best teams in the nation, probably top 5 teams. Rarely ever in college basketball do you not see a team take a loss that they shouldn't take. I'd probably have to take my shoes off to count the number of times that Tennessee beat a Kentucky team that was clearly much, much better. But I haven't gone into Rupp and done it very often, so it's tough to lose that game at home. But I don't think it signals really anything other than a Kentucky team that had a good night and a Tennessee team that had a bad one. There's nobody that's saying, well, maybe Kentucky's a better team than Tennessee. So, and I've said that for years the shoe's been on the other foot. I can't tell you how many times I've just been thrilled to think we derailed a Kentucky team that came in top 5, top 6, and we beat them. They've split this series almost every single year for as long as I can remember. It is rare that a team comes out and wins both those games, no matter how good or how bad the other one is. It just seems like whoever the worst team is always a nemesis for the better team, but I don't think it's not going to mean a hill of beans come March. Tennessee's clearly going to be there. They should be there with a pretty good seed. It may affect their seeding depending on what they do the rest of the year, and what everybody else does. But it's college basketball. It's happened, but you don't expect to go through the season without a loss or two.
Exactly.
And I didn't expect Alabama to be this good, but I expected the beginning of the year Tennessee to be better than every team they lined up against except for maybe 1 or 2, and that's still the case. But you still expect you're probably going to have 4 losses, not 2. So
we're live at Phil's Dream Pit, Talk a Little Sports. Coming up next, Lucas Andrews, head basketball coach of the 4th-ranked Elizabethton Lady Cyclones. We'll put that on the line tonight in Viking Hall against the Tennessee High Lady Vikings, and I think we're going to be. I've not been confirmed yet. I think we're going to be there. I've not been told for sure that we're going. Keep waiting for the permission to come, which just blows my mind. It's like, why? But anyway, we are sitting here at 11:35. We don't know if we're going to be there tonight or not. So I would tell you we are. Would like to think I am, but until we get the official blessing from the powers that be, from Tennessee High, we are, I guess, in a holding pattern. But anyway, let's take a look. Let's talk a little bit with our sponsor, Brian Pipkin from, obviously, Phil's Dream Pit. What's going on in Phil's right now? Getting ready for catering season, right?
Getting ready for catering season, and we're doing some different things with catering this year, Tom. I don't have it all worked out, but we're going to have our full service catering like we've always done. If you're at a wedding or something, you don't want to touch anything, don't want to do anything, you're having a big day, and you're going to do that. We're going to offer that, but we're going to have a little bit lower priced option as well that will allow us to come in and possibly just set food up and let people serve it buffet style, but fix it where you don't have to set anything up, don't have to worry about cleaning anything. We'll have a 1 or 2 person crew that'll come in and do that as opposed to the 6 people that we need to do full service catering. So that'll be an option somewhere in between picking up food in the restaurant or having us just drop it off and full service catering. We're pretty excited about that. Michaela Miller, our catering director, she's taking on that role and doing a fantastic job with it, and this is something that we've been talking about for a couple of months. We're doing kind of a test run of it with a customer sometime next week and try to work out the kinks and be ready to go in spring or summer with it. So if that's something you're interested in, reach out to us. We don't have firm pricing on that, but we'll work it out. We'll figure it out because we need a little bit of practice on it before we roll it out full scale and figure out what we need to do to make it work for the customer and work for us. We're also we're handling a lot of deliveries to local businesses. If you don't have time to come get your food, we will try to work it out. We don't do delivery per se, but on the larger takeout order, we'll try to work it out for you if you need food brought to you. Michaela and I were both on the road this morning, taking fairly large orders out to local businesses. So we're happy to do that for you if we can at a small charge. And we picked up a little car for it. If you see us on the road, we got a bright green car with Phil's Dream Pit logos on it. So I have people honking and waving at me all the time. Pretty cool thing. But we picked up a little car just to handle these smaller deliveries and catering, so we don't have to take the big van out. So it's something we're committed to, and we're extremely blessed and fortunate to have a full staff and a tenured staff that knows what they're doing, that allow us to pull 2 people out of the restaurant on Tuesday morning to go run deliveries if we need to. So we talk to myself, talk to Michaela. We'll try to work that out for you if that's something you need.
Social media, how do we get a hold of you?
We're on Facebook. You can send us a message on Facebook. You can email us on our website, philsdreampit.com. We've got a lot of really exciting things happening here right now. We're rolling for our slow time of year. Everything feels good. Lord's blessing us. We're doing some great things. And again, the biggest thing is these guys that you don't see them behind me here because they're not running behind us. We're on a wall, but we are extremely blessed by a well-trained, fully immersed staff that is dedicated to customer service. And I saw a thing on Facebook the other day that said, "Take care of them, they'll take care of you." That's our motto. That's Jennifer and I's motto. We try to have real conversations with them about life and what their needs are, and make sure that we're supporting them financially, supporting what they need to do away from this restaurant, and the causes they believe in. We're sponsoring a couple of ball teams this year. We've got a lot of good things going on, and like I said, Lord's blessed us, and we're able to do that, and we're happy to be able to get back to the community some.
Phone number is
423-349-6437. You can also philsdreampit.com. You can see our full menu there. We're going to order online right there at philsdreampit.com. We are doing deliveries through the website and through Grubhub as well. Limited delivery area. If you're not in our delivery area and you don't feel like getting out of your car, you can drive up to one of these 2 parking places here, select curbside on the website, and we'll bring it right out to you. So a lot of things we're trying to make it easy for the customer. We're trying to be easy to do business with, however you want to do it. So if you want to run up here in your PJs and you don't feel like getting out of the car, just give us a buzz and we'll bring it out to you.
One of our great sponsors here in the Tom Taylor Sports have been with me since day one. We're at show well over 1,700 shows into this and been with me every day with us. Can't thank them enough. One of the great sponsors we have, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. The great folks right here at Phil's Dream Pit. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So we get ready to just keep right on trucking into the sports season. We got college basketball, high school basketball. We're going to shift gears and not too far down the line, shift into baseball and softball. The bigs are getting ready to report spring training, so we just keep on keeping on, and so does Phil's. And so they're open Tuesday through Saturday. Again, closed on Sundays and Mondays for the employees to go to church and to relax and rest, and ready to go Tuesday through Saturday. It's been a great January already, and so we would encourage you. Let me give you a couple of testimonials. You'll love these. So the old smoked hams for Christmas. All right. So I got one, gave to a friend. They took it to a gathering. An XYZ ham. Again, this happens every time. They had an XYZ ham that everybody just swore by on the table. He walks in. He said, "What is it? We got this ham from Phil's Dream Pit out in Colonial Heights, Eastern Star exit 26. Okay. Y'all want to try it? Okay, we'll try it. Let's put on the table. The other XYZ ham that everybody would know if I told the name went into the refrigerator, and Phil's got gobbled up. I got a text. We were at a New Year's party, birthday party. Some relatives were there from Murfreesboro. They got sent home Phil's Dream Pit to Murfreesboro. I'll let you read it here in a minute and get off air. Get a text back from a lady who said, "Wow, they said his ham was great. from Phil's Dream Pit. They were right. Thank you. We love the ham. And they were in Murfreesboro. I took it to Murfreesboro. So now you're going across the state with your ham. So there you go.
That's pretty amazing. And, you know, we did so many hams at Thanksgiving, we had to rent a refrigerated trailer to put them in if we didn't have enough space here. And that's saying a lot because we got a big walk-in cooler. We got a double-door refrigerator. We got 2 refrigerators in the back. So we've got quite a bit of room, but we didn't have room for all the hams we did. And that's something we're going to do new this year. We're going to offer some hams for Easter. I'm not sure how many people do Easter hams, but we're going to find out. That is something that you're not going to have to wait for Thanksgiving for a ham. We're going to roll those out for Easter as well this year.
There you go. You can't go wrong, folks. I'm telling you. We'll talk more about that when we get a little bit close to Easter, which is not that far away. Hello to Macy Andrews. Your husband's going to join us next. Head basketball coach of the 4th-ranked Cyclones. Alex Ingram says, send some barbecue with London to basketball practice today. Ha-ha. So there you go. So hello, Teresa Chambers. Your young man was a player of the game last night, your grandson, Mr. Evans. So we just keep on keeping on. I know you got a restaurant to run, but thank you. I can't thank him enough. We go back a ways, and, of course, he took over from Phil, and so now he's Phil. He's Phil now because Phil's retired. And so our friendship and being a brother in Christ supersedes doing business with him, but I sure do love promoting this place. And I'll be off there getting hash brown casserole, smoked turkey, probably one of those hickory smoked hot dogs, and chase with banana pudding. I'll go do a basketball game tonight.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
So
you know, we're again, Tom, we're blessed, and we've got a crew that they do an amazing job. My job is really easy because of what these guys do. I come in every day with a smile on my face, and you know, I remember probably 10, 12 years ago being with my wife at Dollywood and watching that guy do the announcement on the train at the back, and I looked at my wife and I said, you know, I know not everybody, I said, but 99% of the people this guy encounters every day are happy to be here. And I was working for a big corporation that most of our customers weren't happy to be talking to me at that particular time. And I said, I'd love to come retire down here sometime and run the train announcements. Well, I don't get to do that, but I get to do something even better because our customers are all happy, and it's a world of difference when you get to come into work and you enjoy what you do and you enjoy the people you see, and the people that you see enjoy your product. You know, that's what it's all about for us. It really it stings a little, hurts me when somebody doesn't enjoy it. You know, not everybody likes everything, so it's going to happen no matter where you are. But we do our best to be accommodating. If you get something here you don't like, we're going to give you something else, and we're going to keep trying until we find something you do like, or until we decide you just don't like the way the smoked meats taste. So if that's the case, there's not much I can do for it if we smoke all of it. But
they're lined out the door, folks. I got to let him go. Here's a verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Today is Joshua 1:9. This is commandment. He says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. Listen to this one. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. If that don't get you fired up, folks, your wood's wet. For the Lord your God, the creator of all this, will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. That's pretty strong there, sir.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All the wood's wet today.
All the wood's wet. You're right.
The whole pile of it.
You got it. It's peppering down the rain. Quick break. Lucas Andrews, head coach of the Lady Cyclones, next on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Save half off or more throughout the store. Plus, get it now and you don't have to wait. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and more. Plus 0% interest financing so you can pay it later. Now through Saturday at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Northeast Community Credit Union, new features on the mobile app. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so in this app-driven world, we know the importance of integrating as many features as we can, and the update is coming soon to accomplish that. A few features I want to mention here. It's going to be integrating the Card Valet in our new app, and so it won't be a separate app. It's going to have transaction notifications, recurring payment visibility for subscriptions and merchants, control alerts for location, merchant types, and spending limits, ability to track monthly spending, ability to turn debit card on or off, receive and confirm fraud alerts for suspicious activity, and reporting debit card lost, stolen.
These are
Which
new
are one-off.
features.
Yeah,
On the
they're amazing.
Yeah, it is on
Yeah.
the mobile app. New features come with the mobile app again at Northeast Community Credit Union. The one about fraud, there's a lot of stuff going on out there. Folks are hacking, and unfortunately, they're doing a lot of it. And so this will help you receive and confirm fraud alerts for suspicious activity on your account. So this is coming soon. New features to the mobile app. Mobile app is very simple to get on. How do you do that?
You download it, so it's free,
Mm-hmm.
and you go into your app store, depending on what kind of smartphone you have, and you're a member, so then you can just download that. It's very simple. If you have any questions, definitely call us at 547-1200. We will be more than happy to help you.
There you go. New features on mobile app. Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Northeast Community Credit Union.
There you go. One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're Haji, what you doing, buddy?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Long time no see.
Yes, sir.
We're back live here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. He's there, the head coach of the 4th-ranked Elizabethton Lady Cyclones, Lucas Andrews. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm good, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for checking in with us. We got ourselves a big basketball game tonight, and of course, we had ourselves a big basketball game over the weekend. We had 2 quality wins against Unicoi County, and of course against the Science-Hill Lady Hilltoppers. Talk about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, Unicoi is a big rivalry game, big conference game. I thought our girls come out and played well from the start. Doing a lot of things well, and then you got to turn around and play Science-Hill, which is probably our biggest rivalry game. Anytime Science-Hill and Elizabeth get together, it's going to be physical matchup. Science-Hill was missing a few girls early in the season. We're starting to get them back, but I was just proud of how our girls responded to the physicality. And, the way Science-Hill plays, they get you in situations, and they're going to be big and strong. And just proud of how our kids executed.
4th-ranked team in the state. You go up a notch in the polls, and so does that have any bearing on you at all? I know you just play that down, or you take it and run with it. Or what's your take on being ranked in the state?
You're the first person that's told me, so I didn't even know we were 4th. So, I think you got to embrace it. You got to say, you've earned this, you've earned that right to be ranked 4th, and getting that recognition. And you can't let it sway your head, though. You still got to go out there and play. You got an even bigger target on your back. From now on, every game, every game's important anyways. But when you start getting some recognition throughout the state, it just becomes more and more important. It becomes harder because teams want to knock you off. They want to set you back a little bit. So, it's just one of those things we've talked about. You got to stay within the moment, be where your feet are, and I'm not worried about that stuff. But be proud of it too. You've worked extremely hard to get to that point. But just got to take one day at a time.
I guess what struck me on Friday night's game, you had a big win over Unicoi County, big enough to allow some of the younger girls get into the game. It looked like, it was a big crowd. Unicoi County, good atmosphere, great atmosphere. I thought the girls, for all intents and purposes, the young ladies coming off the bench, didn't bat an eye. They came right in there and just picked right up and got some quality minutes. And I thought they kind of grew up in front of us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you want. They've been growing all year long. There's a huge difference from day one when they walked in. Just kind of understand the system, understanding what's expected, and the style of play that we're trying to play with, and the intensity. And I thought they did a good job coming in there and doing that, and just keep playing hard. Go out there with a purpose, and I was real proud of how they did that.
Polls are out again in girls basketball. 3A Elizabethton 4, Greenville number 7, and single A Hampton, the Lady Bulldogs number 2 in the state in single A. So tonight you put that on the line. A team would love nothing better to do. They better be ready to go. I would think any team that's playing a ranked team, their goal is to knock them off. And so tonight you'll take on Tennessee High, who's undefeated in the league. And so I would think they'd like nothing better to knock off the 4th-ranked team in the state.
Absolutely. And Tennessee High is a really good basketball team. Watched several films on them, and then just kind of keeping up with them, especially here right after Christmas. So they've won 4, 5, 6 in a row, I believe. Beat some good teams. They go to Unicoi and win overtime. They beat a good Sylvan East team. So they're playing with a lot of confidence. They're a team that plays a style very similar to us. They want to get you going downhill, play fast, play physical, get up and down the floor. So it's going to be an exciting game. I think, I hope our girls are ready. I feel like they're ready. We had a good day of practice yesterday, but, like I said, every night you got to be ready to go.
On the other side of the coin, our guys play there tonight, and Tennessee High ranked 10th in the state in 3A basketball this week. So you have 2 ranked teams on the floor tonight at Viking Hall. Lady Cyclones are number 4 in the state in the girls. Tennessee High is number 10 in the state in the boys' side of things in 3A basketball. So grade your team right now. You've been through some Christmas tournaments, playing some tough competition down at the beach and down at Greenville, and now you're into the conference slate here after Christmas. A, B, C, or D? Where's your team right now?
You know me, Tom. I'm gonna grade them pretty hard. I think we're at B+. I'm starting to see some things click. You know, we've talked about it, and the girls are starting to see some things click, and it's, you know, we're starting to make some really good strides. And I hope, you know, it's at the right time of the year. You got to make sure you're making those strides towards the end and get ready for tournaments. So we're at a B+. I am very proud of them, what they've done so far and what they've been able to do, and they, you know, still coming to practice every day with the mindset, you know, we got to get better today, and that's, you know, proud of them for that.
If you're the other team's coach, I would think it would be tough to get ready for Elizabethton's basketball team, because it could be Lena Lyon, it could be Riley Whitson, it could be Marley Mathena, it could be Rena Lane, it could be Lena. I mentioned Lena, it could be Olivia Holly. I'm going to leave somebody off, but it could be Katie Lee, it could be Maddie Fowler, it could be one of those kids off the bench. I would think, Coach, this is me watching this team play, there's so many spokes in the wheel, it would be kind of tough to get ready for Elizabeth because they have so many weapons.
Well, to go with that, you know, a couple of years ago, I guess when this senior group was going into their junior year, we totally changed how we were doing things. You know, the style of offense. Defense really didn't change. You know, we still wanted to be hard-nosed, physical, but just the style of offense, we wanted to change it to where exactly what you just said. Who you going to try to stop that night? You know, the big thing with that is you have to have kids step up. And I feel like every game, somebody different stepping up and, you know, pulling the weight, you know, when they try to take this one away or whatever, another kid stepping up and doing big things for us. So, you know, that's just a testament to our kids. It's nothing, you know, it's nothing that we're drawing up on paper. It's just, you know, we're wanting to play hard and just get people in some situations, you know, offensively that it's hard to guard and, you know, change things up and rotate. And we got a lot of kids that can play a lot of positions, which makes it great. We got a lot of kids that can guard a lot of positions, which is even better.
Absolutely. Last question before I let you go. Across the board, girls high school basketball this year in Northeast Tennessee, is the quality up? Is it about the same? Is it down? What do you think it is across the board?
You know, I think it's hard to tell. You know, I think it could be up. I think some of the teams that we're maybe used to seeing up are kind of hitting that spell, which every high school does, that maybe they've dropped off a little bit, but another team has picked up. So, you know, to say it's dropped off, I don't think it has, because there's some really good athletes in East Tennessee. There's a really good basketball going on, and you just got to get out there in the gym and watch it. So, you know, I think it's just a roller coaster for everybody. It's just hard to tell.
Haven't got the full blessing to be there tonight, but I hope it will be. We want to be up there to bring that game to the folks, 6:30 and 8 o'clock, the ladies and the guys to follow. So we're waiting on the confirmation from Tennessee High to do that. So hopefully I'll see you up there tonight. If not, we'll see you there Friday night against Westridge. Either way, keep up the good work and go Cyclones, all right?
Go Cyclones, Tom. I appreciate you.
All right, take care, sir.
You too.
Yep, head coach Lucas Andrews of the Lady Cyclones, and so what is he, 92-54 as the head coach at Elizabethton High School in his 5th season. So, again, we'll put that on the line tonight against the Tennessee High Lady Vikings. They're undefeated, and, of course, Cyclones are undefeated in the conference. Should be a dandy, and hopefully we'll be there. We've not been told we can get there yet. Don't know why that's a hang-up, but we haven't been told, so I can't honestly say we're going to be there tonight, but sure hope we are. Quick break. We'll be right back right after this from Big John's Closeouts on the Tom Taylor Sports House. Replacement windows. Tell us about that, sir, would you please?
Well, you know, we live in a community where we've still got a number of homes that have been built quite a few years, some of them going back into the 60s, 70s, and even before, that have a lot of single pane type windows or older wood windows, or even some of the metal windows that Patty's and a lot of places used to sell that were just an aluminum thin type window. And, you know, they have got hard to open. They generate a lot of heat loss because they're not that heavily insulated. Sometimes they're in need of major maintenance because they've deteriorated through the time and weather has went on. And with replacement windows, you can pretty much get those in about any size you want. Within every quarter of an inch, you can order them either in width and height. And so you can remove the old windows and put these new windows in without having to do a lot of structural work either outside or inside. And so that's one of the benefits of it. Also, they're very low maintenance. You know, they're vinyl windows, so they're very easy to clean. You have very little maintenance and upkeep to them. And they come with a variety of options that you can get. You can get just regular insulated glass. If you are more energy conscious, you can get a low E glass, and that's especially helpful when you've got windows that are exposed to a lot of the elements, hot sun, stuff of that nature during the summer and the heating months, and argon gas that can also be added to the low E that just sort of adds a benefit to it to cut down on both heat gain and heat loss depending on the time of year that you've got. And you're available with either white or beige color, and you can get grids in between the glass if you like those windows that look like that they're broke up into 6 panes, 8 panes, whatever it may be as far as that goes. You can also get a half screen that will move up and down if you are concerned about raising the bottom window, maybe with a smaller child or something. You can leave the bottom window down, lower the top window, and move the screen up there so you can get airflow during the spring and fall time of the year. And these windows tilt in, so it's easy for the homemaker or whoever is going to be doing some cleaning. You can lower the window, tilt the latches, tilt it in, clean it off on the outside, put it back up. You know, you can do the same thing for the bottom sash. So it makes it easy, especially when you're dealing with second floors and stuff of that nature where they're hard to get to.
All available at Big John's Closeouts. They hammer high prices. How do we find you?
Well, you can come to 238 East Elk Avenue here in Elizabethton, Tennessee. You can give us a call at 423-542-3117. You can find us on Facebook, or you can email us at experts@bigjohnscloseouts.com. Or you can go to our Facebook or website, at bigjohnscloseouts.com. Cabinet questions, cabinets at Big John's Closeouts, or you can reach me personally, Mike at bigjohnscloseouts.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks, of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. They hammer high prices at Big John's Closeouts.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years, and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
Save half off or more throughout the store. Plus, get it now and you don't have to wait. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and more. Plus 0% interest financing so you can pay it later. Now through Saturday at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Busy night at high school basketball. Let's run them down before we get tonight. Crockett will be at Dobbins Minute. Science Hill hosting Westridge. Daniel Boone and Morristown East tonight. Volunteer the Falcons in Bluff City to battle Sullivan East. West Green at Johnson County. Happy Valley hosting the Hampton Bulldogs. We'll talk to Coach Smith at the bottom of the hour. And South Green at Chucky Doak. That's the games going on today, again in Northeast Tennessee, for a busy night in high school basketball. Let's check out real quick. Let's squeeze in the guys in Virginia. Let's see what we got going on in Virginia tonight. Union at Gate City. Wise Central John battle. Ridgeview at Abington. Tri-Cities Christian at Lehigh, and Twin Springs at Eastside. That's what's going on tonight on the side of the Virginia side of things, I should say. NFL playoffs are set coming up on Saturday. The early game, Jacksonville at Kansas City. The night game, the Giants at Philadelphia. On Sunday, the Bengals at Buffalo in the early game. The night game will be the Cowboys in San Francisco to battle the 49ers. That's what's left, and that's the final four in each division. Jacksonville, Kansas City, the Bengals and Buffalo in the AFC, the Giants in Philadelphia, and the Cowboys in San Francisco in the NFC, the National Football League playoffs. So it is here. It's ongoing. Tom Brady, 35 out of 66 attempted passes last night, and they get beat by the Cowboys to eliminate them. 31-14. Cowboys look strong. utilizing the tight end in that offensive set. To me, it's the most underused position in football. Jason Witten will make a Hall of Fame career out of it because of what he did with the Cowboys. But other than that, I mean, you look at that, maybe what was the guy's name at Kansas City, Gonzalez? But really and truly, the tight end is an underused player on the offensive set, and it was proven last night. He went to him repeatedly, and he answered the bell. Gesicki, is that the kid's name from the Dolphins? The tight end caught the touchdown against Buffalo. So tight ends out there, he could be used as a weapon, and I just don't think they get used enough to be the potential they have to really change the game. So anyway, last night the tight end did well for the Cowboys, and the Cowboys did well as a team. They'll travel to San Francisco this weekend to battle the 49ers. Quick break. We'll be right back. Let's see what Greg Mopple's got to say at Valvoline Express Care on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and also Cyclone Sports is Valvoline Express Care. We do a lot of U-Haul here. Tell us about U-Haul.
Do a ton of U-Haul. We have got a lot of people moving in here. More moving in than moving out right now, but still got a lot of moving. The housing market is still booming, so we've got a lot. When people move in, people are selling a house, need a place to put their stuff, grab that truck, move it around, and most of the time they're not finding where they want to go the first time, so you do get that repeat customer. So most people I get to know.
Appliance dollies, utility dollies, boxes, the bubble wrap, whatever you need, tape. We got it all right here. It's a full-service U-Haul right here in the heart of Elizabethton, and you move the product, don't you?
We move a lot. We have really, I think I've been in this 8 years, maybe even closer to 9, and every year it jumps off the chart. I thought we'd leveled out last year, but this year we're up. I had the best March we've ever had, and it really surprised me. But, each aspect of it is increasing a lot. We do a lot of the towing, the auto transports and the tow dollies. We carry all that, and so we try to get them in and get them out as efficient as we can.
If you need to talk to Greg and say, what do you have right now at this point in time, the phone number is
423-543-8975.
543-8975, and they move a lot of U-Haul right here, all not only just across town, but also across state, even cross country. So 543-8975, again, U-Haul right here on Railroad Street in Elizabeth, and one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Really fortunate to have a culinary program here at the school. I know that when I was in high school, we didn't have that. I've worked in the industry for quite a long time at some higher end places and obviously some fast food type places too that everybody gets to see. Try to give students the basics and so they can jump in and have a career with any type of culinary degree that they would want.
Are you needing a better night's sleep? We have a huge selection of mattresses in stock, so you don't have to wait to sleep great. Plus, right now, we'll pay your sales tax, and you get a free 7-piece sleep pack with select mattress purchases, plus free delivery and setup. Come into Cannons today and sleep great tonight.
This is Big Country, and this is
Just Tom, and this is the Big Country Sports Show, and we say,
Go Cyclones.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll check in with Hank Brown coming up here in just a second. Again, Tennessee on the road tonight take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Tennessee 14-3, 4-1 in the Southeastern Conference. Of course, they beat them earlier in the season. And Mississippi State at 12-5, 1-4 in the league. And again, as we said earlier in the show, the Bulldogs are 7-1 at home. Their only loss has been to Alabama. Santiago Vescovi, I've heard it pronounced both, leads the Vols in scoring at 13 points a game. I got to find out what it is. I keep hearing mixed names. Santiago Vescovi or Vescovi. So it looked like to me it's Vescovi, but anyway, leads them at 13 points a game. He's averaging 15 points inside the Southeastern Conference. So Julian Phillips averaging 10 points and a team high 5 rebounds a game. Ziegler averaging a league best 7.4 assists in SEC games. So Tennessee, pretty rock solid program. They'll put on the line tonight again at Mississippi State, team that again they beat earlier in the season in Knoxville rather. And so they'll be going on tonight. That'll be happening at 7:00. The Big Orange and the Mississippi State Bulldogs from Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Just take a look at last night's games around Northeast Tennessee in high school basketball. Goes like this on the boys' side. Dobbins in it, a 32-point win over Jefferson County. Indians starting to crank it up. Unicoi County with a 12-point win over Daniel Boone in Irwin. Johnson County last night beat Unaka by 24. Hampton, the Bulldogs, again, they are ranked in the state at number 5 in the state. We'll talk to Coach Smith coming up in a few minutes. Hampton with a 25-point win on the road at West Green last night. Cosby beats North Green by 5. That's all on the boys' side. On the girls' side last night, Lady Indians go to Jeff County, beat them by 20, 52-32. Daniel Boone's ladies over Unicoi County by 15. Unaka's ladies beat Johnson County by 11 last night. It was Hampton's ladies. Again, they are number 2 in the state. With good reason, they blew out West Green on their home floor, beating West Green 76-39. North Green over Cosby 60-25, and Cloudland's ladies beat Mitchell County, North Carolina 50-28. So some lopsided games again tonight. Here's who's playing where. Crockett will be at Dobbins Bennett. Westridge at Science Hill. Daniel Boone at Morristown East we just got the confirmation, we'll be there tonight at Viking Hall. Tennessee High, 10th in the state in boys. The Lady Cyclones, 4th in the state in girls, will be there tonight, 6:30 and 8. Dr. John Mitten, yours truly, bringing it to you, video and audio. Daniel Boone at Morristown East. Elizabeth and the Tennessee High tonight. Volunteer at Sullivan East. Johnson County, the Longhorns hosting West Green. Hampton, the Bulldogs play at Happy Valley. And you've got also tonight South Green at Chucky Doak take on the Black Knights, who on the boys' side of things, number 3 in the state in 2A basketball. Again, the polls look like this involving our local teams. And on the boys' side, 3A, Tennessee High number 10 in the state. At 2A, Chucky Doak number 3 in the state. And in single A, you have Hampton number 5 and North Green number 9 in 1A basketball. On the girls' side in 3A, Elizabeth number 4, Greenville number 7 in the state. And then in single A girls basketball, the Hampton Lady Bulldogs number 2 in the state. So good news will be there tonight to bring it to you. Looking forward to that. And so we'll take a quick break, come back, check in with Hank Brown. He joins right after this timeout. We're on the trail as we are on the road at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Let's see what Phil's got to say, and we'll come right back. And we'll check in again with our buddy, the one, the only. Yes, we will. We'll check in with Hank Brown from We Run Events right after this timeout. You're watching the Tom Taylor Sports Show, number 1778 from Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. One of our great sponsors here at Phil's Dream Pit on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Summertime, you can make somebody's party or event extra special. Tell us about it.
We can. We offer our Dream Pack to go, Tom. These are great for any real get-together where you're trying to feed a large number of people. We do them in starting out with 4 people and going up to, we sent out a 1 for 40 this morning. We did one for 140 over the weekend for a golf tournament. So we can do that in a large or a small number if you like. You get your meat, you get your bun to make your sandwich in. You get all the barbecue sauce that you're ever going to need for that. You also get your choice of any 3 sides. So you can do our potato salad, our coleslaw, our baked beans that are delicious, our macaroni and cheese, our macaroni salad. And we do all that stuff in-house too. So we make everything right here. We don't go out and, I had a food vendor come by the other day and said, "You got to try this great potato salad." And I'm going, "We make our own potato salad, buddy. We don't want to try anything. If I'm going to buy anything from you, it's going to be potatoes, not potato salad."
There you go. We make our own.
Yeah, we make our own.
Yep. So the Dream Packs, that's one way. Also, meat by the pound. Tell us about that.
Meat by the pound, same concept. Just if you want to do your own side or have people do a potluck or a covered dish, you can get just the meat from us. We can get our pulled pork, pulled chicken. You can even do brisket, smoked turkey, anything you want. Just tell us you want it by the pound. We can even do our chicken salad by the pound for you.
class reunions, wedding receptions. You guys will go out. You'll cater these meals, will you not?
We will do catering as well. You can view our full catering menu online at philsdreampit.com. There's a little drop down there for additional menus, and it's got catering. You can see all the pricing there. So if you're doing a large group, 100, 200 people, and you want us just turnkey where we take care of everything, full service catering is the way to go. We pull up in the van, we unload it all, we serve it, and we clean up afterwards. So it's quick and easy.
philsdreampit.com, where you can find out more about that, or you can give them a call, and that phone number is 349-6437 to call them, or go to the website philsdreampit.com. Hours you are open, my friend?
We are open 11 to 7 on Tuesday through Saturday. We're closed on the Lord's Day on Sunday, and we close on Monday to give our employees 2 well-deserved days off, just like most of the rest of the world.
Yep. Great place, folks. One of our great sponsors, Eastern Star Exit of Interstate 26, our buddy Brian Pipkin, the general manager, and all the great folks right here at Phil's Dream Pit, great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. We're live here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. These ladies over here. Ladies, what do you got over there? You got macaroni and cheese, you got beans, you've got, what do you got? And pulled pork platter. Ladies are wolfing it down. That's good. And why would you not? It's great food. So, Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue, Eastern Star Exit of Interstate 26. Let's go to the phone. He's there. Hank Brown with We Run Events. Good afternoon, my good friend. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for checking in with us. Let's start with your South Carolina Gamecocks. You would be very pleased. Okay. They did well, and gosh, Beamer got him a pay raise, a contract extension, so things are good down in Gamecock land. Tell me about it.
Well, not bad. After the Florida game where we pretty much got shut out, I wouldn't have given you anything, for them to finish the season the way they did. But ended up, of course, beating Tennessee and Clemson back-to-back, and took Notre Dame all the way to the end. And Beamer's doing pretty well, I think. Of course, time will tell. Muschamp did well his first couple of years at South Carolina. We all know how that worked out, and he did pretty well at Florida, too. So first 2 years are going good. We'll see how it goes forward. He did get a nice pay raise, which he should have. He's earned it. And but gosh, Tom, with this transfer portal and NIL and all this stuff, you don't know who your team is from one year to the next. There's teams that just slowly change over.
You're exactly right. It changes almost on a daily basis with the transfer portal, no question. So, anyway, he's a big South Carolina guy, and so he's happy. The Gamecocks finished strong, and we're getting ready for spring practice coming up here in probably, 45, 50 days, somewhere through there. It's not that far away, and so 2022 with We Run Events, which is what he's most proud of. WeRunEvents.com, where you can find him on the website. Tell us about 2022. It was a great year, was it not?
It was, Tom. It was very nice to kind of rebound, I would guess, from the COVID era and do so well as we did. I think things are coming back to pre-COVID levels. We started seeing some numbers at races that were close to or even exceeded the pre-COVID, maybe 2019 kind of levels, and some races even had record numbers. So we are encouraged by all that. I think we timed or managed 60-plus events in 2022, which is the most we've ever done. We are lined up to do at least that many in 23. My crew might fuss at me a little bit, but so we're going to be busy, and that's what we want. We want to stay busy. We've got a great crew. We've got good people. Natalie and me, we've got some really good people working for us, and I have no hesitation to schedule a lot of events and send those people out. And I'll be at most of them, but sometimes I can't be at all of them, so I have to send a crew to one race while I go to another one. Or Natalie takes one, and I take the other. So it's the way we like it. We like staying busy. Like I said, 2022 was a record year as far as number of events. And near the end of the year, we started seeing registration numbers at events that were approaching 2019 kind of levels.
We're talking again to Hank Brown. We're live here at Phil's Dream Pit. Coming up bottom there, Ned Smith, head basketball coach of the Hampton Bulldogs, joins us. They're ranked in the state. They're number 5 in the state in boys basketball this week. So tease us what's coming up here to start the 2023. What's going on in January and February you want to tell us about?
Well, we're off in January, which is nice. It's so cold. So we need a month off to regroup and get everything lined up for 2023. That's what I'm working on now, is working with all the different race directors and getting their information and getting the calendar together for 2023. February is kind of a light month, but we've got a couple of events in February. On the February the 12th, we're in Elizabethton for the Happy Tales 5K. It's near Covered Bridge Park. It's the first year we did it was last year, and they did a fantastic job, good people. And that's for the Elizabethton Carter County Animal Shelter. And so we like doing events for animals. And then on February 25th, we're going all the way down to Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. It's not a bad gig. And doing the Sweetgrass Half Marathon. This will be the third year we've done that race for them. Really nice people there. Usually really nice weather. It's good, nice flat course. So anybody from around here that wants to take a little trip and go down to the Charleston area and come run the race, we'd love to see you down there. So that's February 25th. And then we get into March and April, and things get get back to full swing at that point.
We're talking to our buddy Hank Brown. So if someone out there would like to go, I'd like to put together an event, a running event for a fundraiser. I know you do those all year long with different organizations. What do we do? Just get a hold of you? You'll sit down with them, kind of plot out and plan a running event that you can help them with?
Yeah, that's right. We're glad to, usually it starts with an email or a text message, and then we talk about the event. Usually need at least 3 months in advance to plan things out. The more you have, the better. And the hardest part is coming up with a course in wherever they're located, the city or the town. We'll need, you need to get permits, you need to get it cleared. And, we are running on roads for the most part. Sometimes we run on trails or other areas, but for the most part, we're running on roads, and the city needs to plan for that. They need to be able to, schedule police officers and road closures and things like that. So it takes some time to get all that done and get a nice course that the runners would like, and that will work out well for the city as well. There's always a little give and take on that, as you can imagine. So yeah, just give us a call or send me a text or go to our website, which is werunevents.com, and we'll work with you, and we'll try to get you scheduled. We do stay busy, as we talked about earlier, so the sooner you can get with us, the better. A lot of Saturday mornings are busy with races in the area, and there's other races in the area that we don't time or we don't have any involvement with. So there are a lot of events in the area. So Saturday mornings are usually pretty busy. So sometimes if you can do if you're a little flexible and you can do maybe a Friday evening, like our Friday Night Lights 5K, that's in, or even a Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon, you can get on the schedule a little bit better. And those events do pretty well. So, we're pretty flexible, and we like to schedule. We'll schedule whenever it works for the event organizers. And like I said, we can do multiple events at one time. We like to focus on one at a time, just so we can give it 100%. But sometimes we have to split up and we go to multiple events. But just give us a call and we'll start talking you through it, all the different steps you have to go through. It is, as you can imagine, a road race takes a lot of logistics. It's a little different than most fundraisers. So you have to really kind of work. It's a lot of work. And sometimes I talk people out of it based on what they're planning to do or wanting to do or what their objective is. A road race isn't for every organization. I'll just put it bluntly. But it is a great event for fundraising. It's very family oriented. It's healthy lifestyles. It's a lot of positive things go into putting on and having a road race. And when you see the final product, it's always very satisfying.
Hank Brown with us, WeRunEvents.com is where we want to go to find out more. We'll get him back on soon and talk about what's going on in February. There's 2 big events, and one being in downtown Elizabethton, and the other one will be, the other event in February you said would be where? I was right.
Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
Mount Pleasant, Charleston, South Carolina. Road trip, going with Hank and Natalie. Road trip, going down to Charleston, South Carolina. Be good. So I appreciate you, my good friend. We'll get back to you real soon. We'll keep on keeping on pushing you in 2023, all right?
Hey, we appreciate you, Tom, and we really love having you at Crazy Eights, of course, and we will be hosting the USA Track and Field Men's 8K National Championship again in 2023. USA Track and Field is very happy with the way everything went in 2022, and we're already starting to line up some big-name runners, so hopefully we'll have a good time there at Crazy Eights. That's July 15th in Kingsport. We'll go ahead and push that right away.
There you go. We'll circle the calendar. Can't wait. July the 15th.
Yep.
Thank you, my friend. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Tom. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Good man right there. Love working with Hank Brown. He's awesome. He and Natalie. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live at Phil's Dream Pit. We'll take a quick break. Come back and talk to Ned Smith, head coach of the Hampton Bulldogs. And also we'll break down last night's win for the Dallas Cowboys over the Tampa Bay Bucks. Probably is going to be the last game, I would think, for Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. Who was it said? Oh, Brian said he felt like he'd end up going to Miami. I know the Raiders said they're going to open up a checkbook and try and get Brady or Aaron Rodgers to come to Vegas for a couple of years in the twilight of their career, so we'll see. We'll break it down. Last night, the Cowboys 31-14 smackdown, and also see what the very latest is where Tom Brady says he may end up going. They asked him last night at the post-game press conference. He was somewhat evasive, but kind of let a little hint out, I think, the way I took it. So we'll take a look at that. Coming up next, we'll check in with Ned Smith, head basketball coach of the Hampton Bulldogs, who are currently 5th in the state in 1A boys basketball. We'll do that right after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 1778. On the road today, we are at Phil's Dream Pit. Tomorrow, Chick-fil-A. Thursday, Lingerfield Drug Center in Elizabethton. And Friday, a Food City Friday, will be at Food City in Elizabethton.
McManus again from here at Phil's, the Pitmaster Dream Packs football time in Tennessee. Tell me about the Dream Pack. How can we come get those and take them and watch our favorite team play?
Yeah, you can get Dream Packs and anything you want, any number of people you need. We here to accommodate you guys, so we can get it in pork, pulled chicken, beef, half chickens, brisket, pulled chicken. I say pulled chicken already?
Yep, pulled chicken, yep.
Turkey, all the meats we have. You can get it in any size or quantity.
Yep. Increments of 4. You get sides come with it, too. What kind of sides do you offer?
Beans, coleslaw, mac salad, potato salad, hash brown casserole. Oh, you can't do the hash brown in bulk. Sorry. You can't do that in bulk. But
everything else you can.
Everything else you can. The mac and cheese is a hot seller right now.
That is the hot one, yep. So these are Dream Packs. Again, that's what you get offered here again at Phil's Dream Pit. There it is, Dream Packs. Then I want to talk about this, too, because if you just want the meat, you sell it by the pound. Tell us about the meat by the pound here at Phil's.
Same as the Dream Packs, pretty much, man. You can get all the meats by the pound, except for our racks of ribs, obviously. But we sell a lot of brisket and a lot of turkey by the pound lately. That's been flying out the door. Phil was freaking out this morning because we were running out of turkey, so we had to kick it into overdrive and get some turkey out the door. But we already sold 3 full chicken breasts or turkey breasts this morning. So that's a hot seller.
Oh, yeah. That's what you've got. Meat by the pound, also the Dream Packs. Again, on the internet, it's philsdreampit.com. Phone number is 349. He doesn't know.
I don't. I've been here for 5 years. I don't even know the number here.
349-6437. They are closed Sunday and Monday, open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 7. The good folks right here at Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26, the quest for perfect barbecue.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. You see on the bottom of the screen, Coach Ned Smith of the number 5th ranked Hampton Bulldog boys basketball team. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Hey, doing great. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic. Congratulations. Talk about last night's big win down at West Green. Had a rather decisive win. Tell us about that, would you please? Who played well?
Just got after them on defense and turned it into offense. Kids played real well. Had a lot of got to play the whole, the bench subbed a lot, and second half I think they run out of gas, and our kids, when we played so many, we just kept running and stayed after them, and kids just played real well last night.
Just wore them down, sounds like, huh?
Wore them down. That was the key. We just wore them down. They didn't have a lot of depth, and we just kept rotating in and out, and kids just played real well.
Yeah, obviously. So, big win on the road. West Green tonight. You're home against Happy Valley. We'll get to that in a moment. So, last night the final score was 75-50. Beat them with 25. Who stepped up and played well last night for Hampton?
I think we had 4 or 5 kids in double figures. I think Caden and Michael and Camel, Chance. I think Trivet also. We had they all had about 10 to 14, 15 points apiece.
It's awesome. Balanced scoring attack for Coach Smith and the Hampton Bulldogs. So you're 5th in the state. What's that do for you? We talk about this every time you're ranked. You okay with it? Doesn't bother you? Don't want to talk about it? Don't want to be? Are you superstitious? Doesn't want to address it? How does the head coach of the Bulldogs talk about being ranked in the state?
We just get ready for the next one. We don't ponder much on it, and we just kind of we keep working. We keep working and trying to get better, and we just try not to pay much attention to it.
The polls will take care of themselves.
Try not to get the big head, so we just keep working.
That's it. Well, you look at the Watauga Valley Conference. You look at Hampton at 3-0, North Green 2-1, University High 2-2, Cloudland 1-2, Unaco 0-3. Tonight's a non-conference game against the county rival, the Happy Valley Warriors. They're 2-16, but I would think that the worst kind of bear to play is a wounded bear. So they're going to come in with a chip on their shoulder at 2-16. And obviously their goal, it should be, is to knock off the 5th-ranked team in the state. I would think they're coming in there upset-minded tonight. They better be, right?
Yes, they play hard. They're starting to press and do things like that. But they're playing hard. They're playing extremely hard. And we was on the road last night, got in late, so our kids got to focus. They've got to be ready to play tonight.
Yep. When I say that, any coach on the bulletin board would say, okay, guys, we're heading to a team that's ranked tonight, so let's play the spoiler. Let's knock them off for 2-16. But, that won't matter if they get that double, you get the upset. So that's the goal of Happy Valley tonight. I ask you this every time we're on. Grade your basketball team. Where are we right now? A, B, C, or D for Hampton boys basketball?
We're about a D. We've got to get better in half-court defense, and we've got to block out better. We're not blocking out. Sometimes we block out, we don't go get it. So those are 2 things that are going to win close games, going down the stretch. So we've got to sit down. We got to play in half court. I like our full court. It seems like we let up when we get in half court. So those 2 things we've been after those the last week or so.
Did you say B as in boy or D as in dog?
Excuse me.
Your letter grade. Did you say a B as in boy?
B as in boy. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you said D as in dog. I thought, no, you can't be a D when you're ranked in the state. I get it. You want to fine-tune your boxing out, and
we got to box out, go get it, and we got to sit down in half court and get to play in defense. We're kind of letting up after it gets to half court.
So tonight it'll be in Hampton. The paper says Happy Valley. We'll be in Hampton, so the Bulldog Nation place will be rocking tonight, won't it?
Yes, we've been having good crowds at home, and Hampton follows real well, but we'll have a big crowd here tonight.
And the girls, again, it's pretty special. Hampton Bulldogs, again, the ladies number 2 in the state in 1A girls basketball. The guys number 5 in the state in boys basketball. So Coach Smith, the Hampton Bulldogs are well represented right now in the state polls. Again, number 5th for the boys, number 2 in the state for the girls.
Yes, girls are playing real well. I think they won by about 20-25 last night also, so they're playing really well, really well.
Yeah, so it's a happy time to be a Bulldog. Folks up there love them Hampton Bulldogs. I can understand why. I love talking to you, Coach. I know you get back to class. Thanks for checking in with us, and we'll talk to you probably next week, all right?
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you again. Coach Ned Smith, the head basketball coach of the 5th-ranked Hampton Bulldogs. Now, the other team in the conference, North Green at number 9. So, again, the Watauga Valley Conference being well represented in the statewide polls. Hampton number 5, North Green number 9 in the state right now in boys high school basketball. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll talk about them Cowboys as they put the thrashing on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last night. Still find it hard to believe. You got to think Tom Brady's arm's about ready to fall off today. Threw the ball 66 times last night. 35 out of 66. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers go down in flames. We'll talk about that next, right after this in Food City on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Phil's Dream Pit.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher. Our butchers offer special orders, custom cuts, and even entire meal recommendations. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
Huh. I bet he'd be great at wrapping presents.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, we do have basketball tonight. Doubleheader. Hello, Rick Ranson down in Pensacola. How you doing, sir? Watching us in Pensacola, Florida here on this Tuesday. What's the weather like down in Pensacola, Rick? I know what it is up here. It's raining about low 40s, but what's the weather like in Pensacola, Florida? Watching today. We appreciate that. Cowboys moving on after winning last night in Tampa, 31-14. Both offenses kind of sluggish start the ball game, but Dallas quickly on the third possession got going. So 80 yards on 7 plays. Prescott connecting with Dalton Schultz for the touchdown. Cowboys move on again. They score 3 touchdowns on consecutive drives to open up a 24-point lead, never look back. So, again, Prescott, 25 out of 33, 305 yards, and threw for 4 and ran for 1. So 5 touchdowns on the night. His tight end had 7 catches for 95 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Tom Brady, 35 out of 66 for 351 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. So the Cowboys roll 31-14. Tampa Bay, so why did Tampa Bay lose? Offense was flat. And it looked like, I think it's a great point, looked like what little I got a chance to watch the game, that Brady really had a hard time kind of getting any kind of chemistry or rapport, any kind of rhythm, momentum with his receivers, particularly Mike Evans. So anyway, it now moves on to see what happens with Tom Brady, 45-year-old quarterback. As we said, 35 out of 66 for 351, a couple of touchdowns and a pick. Led the Buccaneers just 6 points until the last minutes of the game. So where is he going to go? Tom Brady says, quote, I'm going to go home and get a good night's sleep, or as good as I can tonight. This has been a lot of focus on this game, so it's going to be one day at a time, truly. Be one day at a time was his quote. So asking if he's going to be moving on, or if this is his last season, or is he going to stay in Tampa Bay. Here's what Tom Brady says. He said, quote, just feels like the end of the season. I just want to say thank you to you guys covering us this year. Appreciate all you do to cover us, and hopefully, I love this organization. It's a great place to be, and thank you, everybody, for welcoming me here in Tampa Bay. So his contract will expire in March. If he opts to return for another season at the age of 46, he may very well test free agency for the second time since 2020. So wherever he goes, he'll be trying to bounce back from his first losing record of his 7-time Super Bowl winning career. So Tom Brady ending on a whimper. It happens, folks. You can't be on top all the time. So he had a very tough game last night. In large part, Dallas' defense rose to the occasion. They played lights-out defense, and so they'll take their show now, head on to San Francisco for the Sunday night encounter with the 49ers. And again, as we said, you look now to the other side of the slate. On Saturday, the early game, Jacksonville, the Cinderella story in Kansas City to battle Mahomes and the Chiefs. The Giants in Philadelphia on the night game. That should be a heck of a football game. Of course, they were both coming out of the same division, so I'll have to go back and check and see how they did head-to-head against each other, home and away. They played each other twice in the regular season. Then on Sunday, the early game, the Bengals at Buffalo, and then the late game will be Dallas in San Francisco to battle the 49ers. So there you go. That's what's going on there. All right. College football, C.J. Stroud, quarterback for Ohio State, says gone, giving up his final year of eligibility. to enter the NFL draft, where he's expected to be a top 5 pick. So, 2-year starter for the Bucs announcing his decision, which had been expected on social media on Monday. So he says, I'm gone. He led the Buckeyes to back-to-back 11-2 seasons, lost to Michigan twice. Ohio State made it to the college football playoff last season, but lost, of course, to Georgia, the eventual national champion. Also, the backup quarterback for the Tennessee Volunteers is gone. I wanted to tell you about that one, too. Jackson is gone. He's transferred to Indiana, the transfer portal. So wanted to run that down and let you know about that, too, and I'm trying to find it. So, but he has opted to move on and not finish his career at Tennessee. He's going to move on. Jackson, the backup quarterback, leaves you with Joe Milton. Here it is. Joe Milton is your quarterback now, and who's the other one? Nico's coming to town. So Tavian Jackson heading back to Indiana, where he's from. He's from Greenwood, Indiana. So appeared in 3 games as a Tennessee freshman in 2022. Ran for a touchdown against Akron. He has 4 years of eligibility left. And so his older brother plays the Indiana basketball team. So leaves the Vols only 2 scholarship quarterbacks, Joe Milton and, of course, Nico coming in, who joined the team for bowl practice in December. Tennessee also has a walk-on in Gaston Moore. So right now it's Joe Milton's football team down in Knoxville, I would think. Nico, they keep talking about him, but you got to be, and maybe he is. I mean, he's got a lot of accolades behind his name, but you got to be a very special football player to walk in and start as a freshman in the National Football League, in the SEC. 60 degrees, cloudy, possible rain in Pensacola. But it's a whole lot better than up here. We got rain. It's kind of cold and cloudy, but no snow. That's good. Hello, Kathy Lyles. How you doing? She's a big Hampton Bulldog fan, so she got to hear her coach talk just now. Anyway, Jackson's gone. He leaves Tennessee's program to go back to Indiana to play for the Hoosiers. Again, Tavian Jackson. So, we'll see how he does. Hope he does well. But, again, Joe Milton III is your man now, the quarterback for the Tennessee Vols, as that was announced late yesterday from Knoxville. Women's top 25 college basketball looks like this. Top 10, nowhere does Tennessee land in the polls. They're an honorable mention right now. Top 10, South Carolina, Ohio State's ladies, LSU, Stanford, UConn, Indiana, Notre Dame, Utah, the UCLA Lady Bruins, and the Lady Hawkeyes of Iowa are your top 10 in the country. Virginia Tech's Lady Hokies at 14-3, having a heck of a year. And they moved up from 13 to number 12. Haji, what are you doing, buddy?
Great seeing you.
You too. What are you doing these days?
Still working, buddy.
Virginia High?
Mm-hmm.
Good. How many years?
This is 33.
33 years. Wow.
You see McDonald?
Yeah, I saw Mike.
Yeah.
He's at Signsville.
Yeah.
Coach Turner's in here. What'd you have to eat? Pulled pork?
Just a little barbecue.
A little barbecue.
Yeah.
What was your sides?
Mac and cheese.
Macaroni
salad.
Macaroni salad? Yeah. You ain't changed a lick since you walked in. I said, that's my man.
It's good seeing
The night you threw me in the creek over there sled riding at East Tennessee State. Remember that?
Yes.
How many years ago has that been? A long time. You were still in college, so. Yes, sir. You too. Great guy. Randy Hodge, again, trainer at Virginia High. So, yeah, we were long back. It's a great story. We were they got me to come out and sled ride one night with a bunch of these yahoos, and they were sled riding to the golf course, University Parkway. And I'm not even sure where it was, and it was dark. I don't know where it was on the golf course. Anyway, I got on this, we were going down on a car hood. It's a great story. Anyway, at the bottom is this creek, or a pond, not a creek, stream. I don't know. It's not even a stream. Anyway, it was wet. It was cold, and they all bail off jump on their big guys. I jump on with them, going down sled ride. This was a long time ago. And so halfway down, they knew what was at the bottom, and I didn't, and they bailed off, and they left me on that car hood by myself. Yeah. Came out of there soaking wet. I mean, soaked to the bones, about 25 degrees. Yeah. Just went on went onto the car. I was a laughing stock. Went onto the car and like, yep, I'm going home here. I'm soaking wet. I'm not riding any more sleds. So anyway, that's what we were talking about. Good guy, great guy. Randy Hodge, the trainer. 33 years he's been a trainer at Virginia High School in Bristol. So good stuff. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're on the road again at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Scotty, what'd you have for lunch, sir? Pulled pork. All right. Baked beans. Yep. And hash brown casserole. Banana pudding. Yeah. Yeah. He said awesome, and it is. Good stuff. All right, quick break. Let's take a look at catering. Chance for you to get an event coming up this spring or summer to cater. Here are to talk about it from Phil's Dream Pit on the Tom Douglas Sports Show here. Thought of one of our great sponsors again, our buddy Brian Pipkin from Phil's Dream Pit. Catering. Tell us about catering.
Well, you know, Tom, that's one thing that we don't advertise a whole lot, but that we do a lot of is catering for events. So you can give us a call. We can quote your pricing, sit you down, tell you exactly what we do, but we bring a crew out there. We set everything up for you. We serve all your guests. We tear it down. We clean up after ourselves and basically just take care of the whole shooting match for you. So we do a lot of weddings. Recently handled a celebration of life for a 5-year-old who lost in battle with cancer, so that was a little bit of an emotional day. But whatever the needs are, we're going to try to fill them. So give us a call. We'd love to cater your event.
Can we order anything off the menu, or do you have a select catering menu?
We do have a little bit of a selection. About the only thing that we can't do catering is our hash brown casserole. It doesn't travel and serve particularly well in that environment. It's something that needs to come out of the oven, stay warm, and stay fresh. But everything else is opened up. If it's not something that's on our catering menu and it's something you want, we'll figure it out.
What about the sides?
Sides, we do. So when we cater an event, we're going to come in with meat and with 3 of our sides. So, you know, most customers take our pulled pork, make it simple. That way you don't have 5 or 6 different things and make sure you don't run out of food. But we can bring pulled pork. We can do our beans, macaroni and cheese, coleslaw, potato salad, macaroni salad. We're going to bring 3 of those sides with us. Make sure your guests have plenty to eat. Bring an entire crew out. Serve it just like you do here in the restaurant. We've got warmers that travel with us that run off electricity that keep things a lot hotter and fresher than the little gas things that you always see people bring out. So it's a full event. We bring our van, bring a crew, and we can get you set up for whatever you want.
Is there a number that you'll max out at? The more the merrier.
The more the merrier. It gets cost prohibitive to do really small groups. We'll quote it for you, and we'll try to make it work. But typically, you see it start paying off at 75, 100, 125, 150 people. And I know a lot of your following comes out of Elizabeth, and we'll go to Elizabeth and cater. I've got a wedding there in a couple of weeks that we're getting ready to do. So, yeah, we'll travel for these catering to make it work for you if we can.
How do we get a hold of you?
423-349-6437 is the best way if you want to quote on catering. You can also view our website, philsdreampit.com. Select a little drop down that says other menus, and you'll see a catering menu and pricing, but we'll sit down and figure it all out for you and make it work if we can.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, folks. Love coming out and promoting these folks again on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Brian and the gang right here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Interstate 26, Eastern Star exit. Can't go wrong. Open Tuesdays through Saturdays at Phil's Dream Pit.
Save half off or more throughout the store. Plus, get it now and you don't have to wait. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and more. Plus 0% interest financing so you can pay it later. Now through Saturday at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. It's good to hear they're going to have hams for Easter for Phil's Dream Pit. You can't go wrong. Again, we had some of his hams sent to Middle Tennessee, and they raved about it down in Murfreesboro. So now he's got statewide hams going out of here. This time it'll be for Easter. It was for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and now Brian said we're going to make the opportunity for you to get an Easter ham, which is usually a pretty common to have a ham for Easter. All right, J.B. Shepherd coin auction coming up starting a week from yesterday. Coming up this coming Monday, starts on the 23rd. Highlight of the auction is an 1889 $3 gold piece graded PCGS. Don't know what that means. Apparently it's a big deal. You have silver dollar collector's editions. You have 1 ounce proof silver bullion coins. 1889 $3 gold piece. An 1860 seated Liberty silver dollar. Buffalo nickel, silver dime, silver quarters, Morgan and Barber silver dollars. All this going to be going on beginning this coming Monday at collinsandcompany.info is how you can be able to bid on it. It's an online auction from the estate of the late J.B. Shepherd. Commemorative sets, something for every collector. All items will be sold as is without any warranties. So there you go. And it'll be starting again this coming Monday at 8 o'clock. Runs through Tuesday, the end of the month. the 31st, when they will close out the auction. Again, it's an online auction for the estate of J.B. Shepherd, an online coin auction, I might add. And so they got some upcoming auctions coming up. Again, you have a mobile home auction on Dan Cole Road in Carter County. The tiny Nunley Estate furniture auction is going to be coming up. Got an auction on Dale Blevins Road on West C Street, West D Street. A huge personal property auction. So keep checking the website for auction updates at collinsandcompany.info. collinsandcompany.info. Let me show you what it looks like so you can see on the screen. There it is, collinsandcompany.info. I think I got it, don't I? I can't see what I'm doing. Yep, collinsandcompany.info. That's where you want to go to find out everything going on. collinsandcompany.info. Here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Cyclone basketball tonight, doubleheader, 6:30 airtime for the ladies, fourth-ranked team in the state. Taking on, again, both teams undefeated in the conference. Going to be a really, really good game. We'll go on air the broadcast at 6:20, tip it up at 6:30, the ladies and the guys to follow from Viking Hall in Bristol. Man, this place has been hopping. All right, Tennessee basketball tonight at Mississippi State. Saturday, they'll go to LSU, take on the Bayou Bengals in the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. What'd you have to eat? Pulled pork? What was you, huh? How many days a week you coming out here? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Would you come over and sit? Would, really? Every day. Same thing? He's a hoot. You want to sit down and say hello to me real quick? Yeah, sit down here real quick. Give me 5 minutes of your time. Come right here. I'm putting you on the air, not just a microphone. Grab that microphone. Tell everybody who you are. You're live. Tell everybody who you are.
Hello, I'm Scotty Branson.
Hello, Scotty Branson. Where do you work?
Johnson City Toyota.
Yeah. What kind of inventory you got right now? You're out here every day? You come every day?
Yes.
Every single day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Or Friday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Every work day you're here?
Yes.
You get the same thing every day?
I do.
How many years you been coming?
3 years.
3 years. Every day, same thing for 3 years.
I mean, it's really
give or
almost
take.
Every day.
Give and take. Yeah. What do you get?
I call it the Scotty B.
You're not even on the camera. You got to get close to me so they can see your handsome mug. Come over here. There you go. I can move this a little bit further. Let's see. I don't want.
So I call it the Scotty B.
There he is, Scotty B.
I can't get him to put it on the menu as the Scotty B, but you are welcome to ask for the Scotty B, which is a half pound of pork.
Wow.
And that's all I eat. And I get pickles and jalapenos to add with that.
There you go. Pickles, jalapenos, and a half pound of pork.
Yes.
And you chase it with what? Soda pop?
Unsweet tea.
Unsweet tea. He told the ladies the reason will die of a heart attack, but he won't die of diabetes, right?
That's right.
He is hilarious. What's car inventory like at Johnson City Toyota right now?
I mean, it's tough, but, I mean, used cars are good.
Are they? You get a lot of good used ones?
Yeah. New cars are
starting to come in a little bit.
I mean, it's more you're buying on paper. It's changed.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of a different
So,
world.
So what's the hold of it? Still the computer chips? Why are they not cracking out?
Computer chips are part of it. Believe it or not, it's getting people to go to work at the plants.
Really?
And vendors that supply parts.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
So they can't get people into the factories or to the plants to make the cars or to make the parts to put them out. Nobody wants to work, right?
It's sad. I don't understand how people do it, but
They do it.
I don't want to work either, but
We got to do it.
I feel like I do.
Yeah, we got to do it.
My wife says I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Scotty said you will get up and go to work.
That's right.
And smile as you leave the door.
That's right.
Bring that check back home.
Correct.
10-4, ma'am. Gotcha. So what's over there right now? I know I hit you with this because you just came in to have lunch, but the reason I'm saying that's where I bought my Toyota, my Highlander. So, and I love it. I love it. It's probably time for me to bump up to a newer model because I love the Highlanders. What else? What's over there right now? Is there a surplus of whatever over there right now for Toyotas?
I mean, it's really, there's not, again, I say new, or there's
I'm talking
just
about
not
used.
many.
I'm talking about used.
I mean, used, there's just a mix. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I mean, we have RAVs and CRVs and, different models of different stuff. Highlanders.
Don't name names, but tell me what you sold. What you sold last week. I mean, don't tell me who you sold to. But what'd you sell last week? CRVs, RAVs. What flew out of there last week?
I mean, I hate to say, but it's all of them. I don't know. We sell a lot of cars.
Yeah.
So
You're moving them.
I mean, we actually beat Knoxville last year in new car sales. I mean.
Oh, really?
I mean, really, we should not do that.
Yeah. No, Knoxville's a big area to pull from.
In our little Johnson City or Tri-Cities area, we sold more new cars than Knoxville did.
And needless to say, anybody around here too.
So that's anywhere from in East Tennessee, we sold more new cars.
Yeah, that's awesome. So and he
good
comes.
Place to buy a car.
Yeah, and you're a good man to come look you up.
Well, I am. I feel like.
Well, toot your horn. That's why I got you over here. I like you.
My name's Scotty Branson. If there's any way I can help you, I'd be glad to.
Yeah.
Please come and ask.
If you come on the lot, ask for Scotty Branson, and he'll set you up. So right now you got a pretty good inventory, and so a mixed bag, a little bit of everything.
Yes.
So are folks in there buying? Does anybody still buy thinking we're going to have a bad winter, get me a truck because of snow, because we don't get much snow anymore?
I mean, yes, people still are afraid of snow. I don't.
Yeah.
As little as we get.
Yeah.
But
really.
we sell much more four-wheel drive than we do front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive or two-wheel drives.
All right, before you take off, I'm going to say Highlander. See what you say. I want a basic mode of transportation, big enough to haul the kids around, gets good gas mileage, has lots of bells and whistles. I say the Highlander, and of course you sell Toyota, all of them up and down the line. So, what would be another good recommendation? They're all good, but anyone jump out at you to cover all that? You got a family, got to haul kids around the ball practice. You want to get good gas mileage, got a lot of bells and whistles, ride smooth and nice. Besides the Highlander, what else do you recommend?
I mean, I really think we have the best van on the market, the Sienna van. And that is with Honda and everybody. I feel like we do. It is a hybrid, and it's awesome. So fuel mileage is great. I really like it. A lot of people won't buy a van. It's a middle thing. So, I mean, I would say a Highlander, RAV4.
Okay.
We sell a lot of RAV4s.
So, all right, before I let you go, start at the bottom, the Toyota family tree as far as cars, and go up. What's the smallest one you got?
It'll be a Corolla.
Okay, then we go to?
Be a Corolla hatch, and then they have a Corolla Cross.
Okay.
So then I kind of mixed over to SUVs too, but then we have Camry. We're getting ready to come out with a brand new car called a Crown, which is going to replace the Avalon.
Oh, really?
And I think it's going to be awesome. They've had a Crown in Japan for years, and Toyota's brought that nameplate here. It's kind of an SUV, but more car.
Huh.
So it's a
crossover.
crossover.
That. I used to have an Avalon before I had the Highlander. So.
And you'll see commercials on it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have Corolla Cross in the SUV market. Corolla Cross, RAV4, Highlander, 4Runner, Sequoia.
Yeah.
And then trucks, we have Tacomas and Tundras.
A lot of people like Sequoias. I have several people have Sequoias there. They love those too.
Yes.
It's a Highlander's a little bit bigger, right?
Yes. No, Sequoia is bigger than a Highlander.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Highlander's a little bit bigger. Yeah, a little bit more room. Yep. So, anyway, he's in there eating, and I thought, put him on there, give him a plug because he's a great guy, and I love Toyotas. That's what I drive, and it's the way it is. I get him from Johnson City Toyotas. Got my last 3 there. So there you go.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know where you were. I didn't get them from you. I guess next I'm going to get them from you.
So I worked at Toyota Bristol for 20 years, and I've been at Johnson City Toyota for 5.
5 years? Yeah. I haven't bought one. Yeah, it wasn't you. I don't know where you were that day, but I heard from Kelly Winchell.
Yeah.
Is he hard to live with? He's
a nice one.
Because he's a Bulldog guy.
Yep.
And he liked them when they weren't any good, so now they won the national championship.
It's pretty sick.
You guys get to hear about every day?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw him at the ball game last week. I was, what do you think? He said, hunker down, dogs. I said, okay. All right. Okay, whatever.
That's right.
Go on over there. All right, you get back to work. Every day he comes in there, folks. What a testimonial for this restaurant. Every single day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're here.
Yes.
Getting a half a pound of pork.
Yes.
And pickles and jalapenos.
Yes.
And chase it with unsweet tea.
That's right.
There you go.
The Scotty B.
The Scotty B.
That's right.
At Phil's Dream Pit. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Enjoyed it. See there? You ever done that before?
Nope.
There you go.
I think I'd be too good at it.
Oh, I thought you did great at it. Yeah, just an old country boy. There you go. He does do a great job, and he sells a lot. So guess what? Next car I get, probably gonna go get let old Scotty take care of me. It's about time to upgrade one because I run the wheels off this Highlander. We're gonna run it up to Viking Hall tonight for the basketball game. 6:30 for the ladies, 4th-ranked team in the state. 8 o'clock for the gentlemen. They'll take on the Cyclones, take on the 10th-ranked team in the state in boys. So 2 good ones tonight. I hope you'll join us. Dr. John Mitten will be there with me. And so he and I will bring you the broadcast tonight. Our principal at Elizabethton High School. Let me tell you this. I don't know if you've ever heard the broadcast, but there's a thing called chemistry during the ball games called chemistry between 2 people. And Dr. John Mitten and I've got chemistry. I've got chemistry with Presnell in football and Van Huston football for sure. But Dr. J, as I call him, sit down one night. He said, you want me to help you out? I said, yeah, I'll help you out. You can help me out, sure. Sit down and, man, it's awesome. He is really, of course, he's played, he's coached, he's been athletic director. Now he's a principal, and is a phenomenal principal at Elizabethton High School. But the chemistry's there. He is very, very, very good at what he does. So, plus he's a great guy. He's a great family man. I have the utmost respect for John Mitten. So he'll be with us tonight. Again, we'll be together tonight. 6:30 airtime for 6:20 airtime for the 6:30 tip-off for the Lady Cyclones, taking on the Lady Vikings at Tennessee High at Viking Hall, and the boys to follow tonight, double dip. We'll have that for beginning right around 6:20, which ain't that far away. That's bad English. Not that far away. Thanks to the guest today, Lucas Andrews, the head coach of the Lady Cyclones, 4th-ranked team in the state. Thank you, sir. Also, Hank Brown from We Run Events. Thank you. Also, Scotty Branson, the Scotty B. Thank you, sir, for being in here and being one of the folks. Also, Keith Turner was in here today, the athletic director of Science Hill. He and Mike McDonald, the trainer, and Randy Hodge, the trainer of Virginia High, all met here and shot the bull. That's good. Having lunch here at Phil's Dream Pit. And, of course, to wrap things up, Ned Smith, head basketball coach of the Hampton Bulldogs. And we were joined, of course, by Brian Pipkin, the owner of Phil's Dream Pit. Phil'sDreamPit.com is the website to go to. 349-6437, the number to call. Again, catering, if you've got an event coming up, birthday party, class reunion, wedding reception, whatever coming up, you need catering. Either a full service, come out and take care of everything, serve it, or just buy it and just come and serve it yourself. You can do it that way too. So there's lots of options to Phil's Dream Pit. But you want to give them a call, 349-6437, or go on the web, philsdreampit.com. Rejoining you tomorrow for the show, we'll be back in Johnson City. We'll be there tomorrow at Chick-fil-A. Thursday, Lingerfield Drug Center in Elizabethton. Friday, Food City Friday this week will be at Food City in Elizabethton. Broadcasting live on the Food City Friday. So we'll have all that for you for the next 3 days. Tonight, doubleheader Cyclone basketball. The ladies, again, in Tennessee High at 6:30. And the gentlemen to follow will start all of our coverage right around 6:20 tonight. Dr. John Mitten and yours truly bringing it to you. Till then, for Brian and all the folks here at Phil's Dream Pit, back here next month. Love coming out here, fixing to eat a little lunch myself. Again, I don't know if I'm going to get the Scotty B, but I'm going to get me some smoked turkey for sure. It's good stuff. Smoked turkey and a big old all-beef hot dog, maybe some tater salad, and chase it with a little banana pudding. That'll be good. And get ready for the ball game tonight. See you back at 6:20, again from Viking on Bristol. For all the gang here at Phil's Dream Pit, this is Tom Thurston as always. Bloom where you planted and win or lose. Be a good sport. And we'll wrap it up with the verse of the day. We always like to leave you with the Lord's word this time out of the book of Joshua, the Old Testament. And it goes like this. Joshua 1:9 says, have I not commanded you? This is a command. Have I not told you? Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord, listen to this, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Wow. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Good way to end it. See you back at 6:20. Cyclone basketball.